Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. First down here for this offense. Heading left after the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Give it to the back again. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
The opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. He hands it off from the gun. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it in the opening drive from their own territory. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Gutsy call here by this offense. Early in this game on a 4th down, they decide to go for it, and they come up with the first down to be able to move the sticks and keep this drive alive. The gutsy call pays off for the offense.
Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. Movement at the second level of the defense now. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, great job by this defense on this 2nd down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a 1st down.
But with all this build-up and hype of this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another 1st down. They had their chance there on 3rd down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
On the 10th play of this opening drive, it's 3rd and short. And they pick up the first on the ground.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They'll pass from the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on 4th down. A handoff from the shotgun. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out on the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense slowing them down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Try and muscle for the first down. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Touchdown, Orangeman. He would not be denied. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Well, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
First and 10 play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He steps out at the 22, and that's where the drive will begin. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Takes the handoff again. They stop him right at the 24.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. The pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. From the shotgun, drops back. Defense is coming after him. Oh, the pass is picked off. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defense. defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out. It's Carter. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Toss play to the outside. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap, he turns it around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, but where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the single back takes the handoff. Breaks a tackle on the play. Makes a decent gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this package giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
The linebacker shifting around now. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
The important third down play coming up. Ball handed off. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
It's a toss to the left side. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Going to try to use his legs here. And he'll scoot out of bounds after a short gain. Not enough for the first down.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. The freshman brought down after a nice run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete on a very risky throw in the end zone.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. He's moving out of the pocket. And now another deep ball here. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. In the clear at the 25. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Brought down short of the end zone at the 3. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he takes this from inside the 5. He steps out at the 22, and that's where the drive will begin. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Under heavy pressure, takes a shot as he throws the ball. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's going to take another shot right here. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Syracuse will kick it off to get the second half underway. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here?
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. And that'll pick up a first down out of the 37.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second and 10 after the previous play. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down to the 27-yard line.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Second down after that run on the previous play. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back end, nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. They hit him behind the line, and out comes the football. And the defense jumps on the football.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground, and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. Receiver in motion now. The shotgun handoff here. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the second down play. And now the running back's got it again. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Can he make it to the marker? Gets some space around the 30. An effective play, good for a first down to the 35.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
2nd down after that previous play. The quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Man, that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Extending the play now. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense of being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. Syracuse lines up quickly. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
And the wideout goes in motion. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, looking to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Looking for a deep completion. Catch made down inside the 15. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Syracuse. Now the important point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Incomplete and nearly picked off. They waste an opportunity for a much-needed takeaway. But it does set up 4th down.
Boy, a questionable call there on 3rd down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Now you got a big decision here on 4th down and short.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Oh, the defense blows an opportunity. You get them to 4th down, a chance to get the ball back to your offense, and instead it's a 1st down, and now this one could be over.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Tries the right with a quick throw. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
That's textbook execution by the receiver on the corner route for the 1st down. And a good find by the quarterback.
And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive moving. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Finding space at the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, UNC. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Carter. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Makes a quick catch. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
And he's got his man open downfield. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Okay, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Orangemen. So here we go, fourth quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. It's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they make the recovery in the onside kick. The offense keeps it for another possession. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Important second down play coming up. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So now it's third and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a fourth down stop. Can he get there on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Right down the middle. And they add to their lead. After extending the lead with a field goal, they'll kick it off now, trying to make the offense go a long way to win it. Fields it just outside the goal line. He steps out at the 23. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. First down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to launch it deep again. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. A big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Look at this. He'll go deep again. And it falls incomplete, and as the clock hits 0-0, that's it, game over. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W.